Hi, I'm Naturopath Dr. Julian Neal. Today I want to answer the question, is there a scientific link between women's intuition and the hormonal cycle? Throughout history, women's intuition has been celebrated across cultures as a profound inner knowing, an ability to sense, feel, and respond with wisdom beyond the limits of rational thought. In yogic science, women have long been recognized as natural carriers of intuition, with their intuition believed to be 16 times stronger than that of the men. Today, modern science is affirming that this intuitive ability is not merely cultural or mystical, but intimately connected to the physiological rhythms of a woman's body, particularly her hormonal cycle. Throughout the menstrual cycle, the brain, nervous system, and hormonal systems are in dynamic communication. Fluctuations in estrogen and progesterone profoundly influence neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, all of which regulate mood, perception, emotional sensitivity, and cognitive sharpness. At the center of this wisdom is the pituitary gland, located at the third eye center between the eyebrows. Deep within the brain, the pituitary acts as the master gland, communicating with the hypothalamus and regulating hormone release throughout the entire body. Holistically, it is seen as a bridge between physical hormonal regulation and higher sensory perception, gathering information from the heart, the gut, and the brain, our three intuitive centers, and translating these subtle signals into conscious awareness. All right, for example, during the mid-follicular phase, the first half of the cycle when estrogen rises, many women report heightened verbal fluency, sharper memory, and increased social intuition. Estrogen enhances neural connectivity and promotes the release of serotonin, the trust and connection neurotransmitter, fostering mood elevation and a deeper sensitivity to subtle cues in others, helping women assess situations and holistically read environments with greater nuance. During the luteal phase, post-ovulation, when progesterone peaks, women may feel more inward, reflective, and protective, an evolutionary safeguard as the body prepares for potential pregnancy. This heightening of internal awareness can also deepen intuitive perception. And during menstruation itself, when hormonal levels are at their lowest, women often report a deeper access to subconscious wisdom, vivid dreams, and a greater sense of inner truth. Ancient traditions viewed menstruation as a sacred time for spiritual insight, a notion supported today by research showing shifts in brainwave patterns towards more theta states during rest and introspection. In short, then, the hormonal cycle creates windows of heightened sensitivity, emotional insight, and pattern recognition, as well as deep connection, qualities that together form what we call intuition. Here are some holistic ways to nourish intuition throughout the hormonal cycle. First, honor your inner seasons. Just as nature cycles through spring, summer, fall, and winter, so does your hormonal cycle. Observe when you feel most outwardly expressive, ovulation, versus inwardly reflective, menstruation, and align your activities and self-care with these rhythms. Second, support your hormonal balance. Focus on nutrient-rich diet, stable blood sugar, regular movement, and natural supplementation. Nutrients like magnesium, methylated B complex, omega-3 fatty acids, and adaptogens like ashwagandha or rhodiola all help to soothe the nervous system and stabilize hormones, allowing intuition to flow more clearly. Third, nourish the pituitary gland. Meditation focused on the third eye point itself, half an inch above the eyebrows and half an inch inside the space between the eyebrows, get sunlight exposure, and consuming supportive nutrients such as vitamin D, zinc, and antioxidants help maintain pituitary health. Herbal allies like Schisandra and reishi mushroom may also nourish the vital center of hormonal and intuitive regulation. Fourth, create mindful stillness. Dedicate daily time to silence through meditation, prayer, deep breathing, or dream journaling to hear the quieter voice of intuition rising above modern noise. Fifth, limit overstimulation, reducing blue light exposure. Processed foods and chronic multitasking helps quiet external distractions, making it easier to perceive your internal wisdom. And lastly, practice emotional trust. View emotional sensitivity not as a weakness, but as a form of sacred intelligence, guiding you toward deeper self-knowledge and authentic connection. Here are my final thoughts. Women's intuition is not simply emotional. It is deeply biological, cyclical, and spiritual. The wisdom of the body is intimately tied to the rhythms of the earth and the cycles of the moon, moving through the sacred portal of the pituitary gland and the inner intuitive centers. When we honor the body's natural rhythms and nourish our hormonal health, we strengthen our ability to listen to the quiet wisdom always available within. In a world that often pulls us outward, tuning inward is not only healing, it is revolutionary. To honor this is to reclaim the deep wisdom that lives within the body. A compass that when listened to can guide you toward profound clarity, wholeness, and truth.